What's up guys, Jen Palco here. In this video, I'm going to show you how your body's natural circadian rhythm might actually be preventing you from losing weight, and 3 easy ways or 3 things that you can do to easily fix it. Okay, so let me start off by just explaining a little bit what the circadian rhythm of your body is. So what it is basically your body's natural 24-hour cycle in a day. And it is your body's ability to pretty much sync up with the world around it. Okay, so if you look at not just the human body, but plants and animals, the sun, the moon, universe, planetary alignment, all that sort of thing. Everything runs in cycles, right? The seasons run in cycles. Everything is basically in sync and works together in this sort of flow, which is pretty cool. So the same thing goes for your body. And you might ask, okay, well, what does this have to do with my ability to lose weight, right? It doesn't seem like they're related in some way. So if you throw off your body's natural rhythm, per se, almost like its natural song in nature, it will prevent your body's organs from doing certain things. It will prevent you from feeling good, and it may actually prevent you from losing weight. Your body may actually store more fat, or it will delay the fat burning process. So let me give you just a quick example. So I worked as a personal trainer for a little while, and while doing this job, I had very odd hours. At least 1 or 2 times a week, I was getting up super early. Like one day a week, I was getting up at 3:30 in the morning, and I was eating my breakfast at like 4 a.m. And then, it was like, I worked on the weekends a little bit, and then I was getting up at 4:30 a.m. and I was eating my breakfast at like 7 a.m. and my whole schedule was thrown off. Like I was eating at different times, I was working different hours, so my sleep and wake cycles were completely different and thrown off. And what this did, it left me not only feeling terrible and even like depressed, but I found that I had no motivation to work out, which was kind of silly because I'm a personal trainer and I love exercise, or I used to, but no energy, lack of motivation to work out, little bit of depression in there, and it just threw off my entire body. My digestion didn't work as well, because I was just eating at odd times. When you eat at odd times, your body just does not function as well. So why is that? So, if you are, say you get up different times each day, or you're eating breakfast at like 8 a.m. one day, 12 p.m. the next day, or you're skipping breakfast altogether on the 3rd day, it will throw off your organ systems in your body. Every organ in your body does a specific function at a specific time. The body loves routine. It loves being in a routine. So that's why it loves when you keep mealtimes consistent. So how does this apply to weight loss? Well, if you're eating breakfast at different times, or you're not eating at all, or it's not on a consistent basis, you're not eating consistently throughout your day, your body actually has to stop different organ processes, different functions of the organs, in order to digest that food. Okay, and it takes a couple of hours at least to digest anything, any little bite of food you put into your mouth, even like late night eating. If your body, say your liver is trying to filter out your blood in the middle of the night when you're supposed to be sleeping, if you are deciding that you want a late night, early morning snack and you're feeding it cheeseburgers or something, your body goes on hold and your body stops everything else that it has to do. It stops filtering that blood because now it has to digest that food, and it's going to put everything else on hold. Thus, even fat burning, which happens when your body's not digesting. So it all affects your body and everything like that. So what are 3 ways that you can fix this? So the first thing is to keep your meal times consistent, to eat at about the same time each day. Okay, this is not rocket science. We all know that if you're all over the place, you don't quite feel as good, but maybe you don't know that. Maybe you don't know that. This is crucial because your body, like I said, loves to be on a routine. So if you can keep it consistent, the meal times consistent, then this is going to truly help your body function properly. It's going to digest when it needs to digest, but then the other organ systems of your body are going to get to do their own jobs at their own time. Okay, and they're going to be happy with you. If you're feeding it at all different times, your body's not going to be happy, especially late night eating. What happens a lot of times, your body's winding down at night. It's getting ready, it's prepping for sleep, right? Your body actually releases once the lights go down and it starts getting dark out. Your body is releasing melatonin, which is making you sleepy. So if you decide that you want a late night snack and you're feeding it, then your body is kind of jolted a little bit. It says, okay, I was ready for bed, I was ready to go to sleep, and now I have to start the digestion process all over again. So oftentimes food may just kind of sit in your gut. It actually throws off the electrical imbalance in our gut, and it can lead to things like reflux, or our digestion might be all messed up the next day, or we might not be able to sleep. So all these things affect us. The second thing you can do to help fix the natural rhythm of your body is to eat during your wake cycle. Okay, so you have your wake and your sleep cycle. As I mentioned, your sleep cycle is when your body starts producing hormones to make you more sleepy, in this case melatonin. And in the morning with the first light, what your body does, it starts producing chemicals hormones that make you feel more alert. Okay, so if you're eating during your wake cycle when you're alert, your body likes that. Your body likes that. It doesn't want to be eating when you're winding down, getting ready to sleep, because then food is just going to sit there, right? So eat during your wake cycle. I realize that people who work like an overnight shift, this can be hard for them because obviously they're sleeping during the day and they're working at night. So what I would recommend for people who do like shift work is to at least keep the meal times the same time each day. At least do that, and that's going to help you out a little. So the third thing that you can do to help your body's natural circadian rhythm is and this is something that is very popular these days, and it may not be for everybody, but it is intermittent fasting. Okay, so intermittent fasting it gets a bad rep. Even I shied away from it years ago because I would think the word fasting, I would just associate with starvation and being hungry all the time. I would be like, oh my God, I'm going to be hungry. So intermittent fasting does not mean that you're limiting your intake of food. What it means is you're shortening the window that you're eating, okay? So there's a lot of people who might do 8, 10, some do longer, maybe like 16-hour fasts. Myself, I'll do usually between like a 10 to 12, sometimes 14, sometimes longer, depending on the day. This is not something you have to do every day. It's something you can do every once in a while. The benefit of intermittent fasting is that it gives your body a chance to kind of recover from the digestion process. We're feeding our bodies all the time. If we're eating, in the fitness world, it's like eat every couple hours. Well, your body's constantly churning, constantly digesting, constantly trying to heat food up and process it, where the other functions of our body don't get a chance to, your body's always on overload. It doesn't get a chance to recover and replenish itself. So what fasting does, the benefit of that is just let your body recover, rejuvenate, not go through the digestion process. I realize there's an adjustment period at first. You may be a little hungry, but just realize that because your body loves that routine, right? So if you're used to eating a breakfast, whereas with fasting, a lot of people, what they might do is delay their first meal of the day to even like a late breakfast or just eat lunch, that kind of thing. Or they might eat their dinner a little earlier. So when your body has a chance to recover, then it can go into fat burning mode a little more efficiently and quicker. So, when your body's constantly trying to digest, it has to kind of put the fat burning on hold. Okay, so that's another method you could use. Like I said, it's not for everybody. You don't have to use it, but it is something that's very popular now. And if you use it for the right reasons and you don't let it be too cumbersome. I mean, for some people, they need the fuel in the morning to function, and that's okay. Everybody's different. So just something to keep in mind that can be used as a tool. So those are just a few things that you can utilize, that you can use to help you in your weight loss journey, if that's your goal. If not, just be mindful that the circadian rhythm of your body is very important. It's very important because if you don't take care of it, then your body is not going to it's not going to be happy with you. It's not going to love you back. You know, if you're scattered and all over the place, you know, it's like if you're not sleeping enough, you know, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel fatigued, and you're going to feel emotionally drained or lack of motivation and all that sort of thing. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. If you like it, please let me know. I'll do more videos, whatever topics you want, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Peace.